Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for stopping through. The name of my channel is in the intro. Who am I? I'm Unc L. You call me Unc for short. Why? Because I'm old as hell and I'm somebody's uncle. And I'm that uncle that tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Rest in peace, Pops. As usual. Today I'm reacting to some content from the brother Phil Scott again. I really like his channel. He tackles a lot of issues concerning Black people, be it political, be it financial, be it relationships and whatnot. And I don't know. I just like the material and the content he makes. Today I'm reacting to a video that he featured on his channel with a sister making a genuine plea. And I have nothing bad to say about this sister and what she has to say, although I do have some disagreements with her and with brother Phil Scott, but they're minor. With that said, let's get into the content.
So you got a sister on here that's just kind of addressing something, and we do need to address this because when it comes to content and talking about these issues, it makes you think that with all these plethora of podcasts that all women or even all men are the same. Let's go roll that.
Y'all, I just want to say all women is not the same. All of us don't want what we can get out you. All of us don't want your money. All of us don't want what you can give. Some of us genuinely want to be happy. Some of us genuinely want to have a loving, monogamous relationship. Some of us want loyalty. Listen, I take a man that's trying to get on his feet, that's working, that's loyal, then before I take they got it already. Because if a nigga got it already, to me, they feel like they can do what the they want to do, or they feel like they can handle you any kind of way. No, I really take that loyal motherfucker. He might be my husband. I'm not gonna miss out on my blessings because he ain't got what that man got. That's just me. Again, in a relationship, there's a captain and a co-captain. I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with bringing my man his food. I'm cool with catering to my man. I'm cool with massaging my man back. I'm cool with buying my man shit. I'm cool with loving on my man. In tune, I want the same thing. I'm not a city girl at all. I'm a woman that work outside the house. If we together, we going in 100. If you get off before me, baby, take the food out. Put it on. I'm gonna come home and cook it. If I get out before you, the food gonna be cooked. It's teamwork all the way. That's just what I believe in. Some of us genuinely want a healthy relationship. I'm cool with compromise. I'm cool with expressing my feelings. I'm cool with all that. I'm cool with you expressing your feelings and trying to get you what you want. It's just me.
Yeah, before brother Phil chimes in, let me throw my 2 cents in. This young lady sounds genuine. You know what I mean? She sounds like the type of rider, as they put it, that most men are looking for. The problem is most women start off the exact same way. Most women say the same things. And I'm not even saying this young lady's not genuine. What I'm saying is there's a bunch of chameleons scattered in amongst the real women. And for too long, the real women, the good women, have been silent while these hyenas and jackals have been screaming in the loudest voices. And not only that, they have been out here just wholesale doing men dirty, scamming, scheming, and whatnot. And why chance it? One thing's for sure, you ain't got to worry about losing half your stuff if you don't get married.
That's facts, man.
And it's sad to say that, but this is what the divorce courts and family courts have led us to. It is not a good deal for us to settle with y'all, because at any moment, if you get bored, if you get mad, for whatever reason, you don't even need a reason in most states. For whatever reason, you can destroy everything we've built and everything we've accomplished, and that it's just not worth it. I mean, only way I can see anything like that working is if women decide if y'all step to the table with a prenup ready to sign, you know what I mean? Everything's delineated. We split, If we split, you leave with what you came with, I leave with what we came with. Anything we accumulated during the marriage, we split right down the middle. We split custody right down the middle. But there's a lot of states that won't even do that, like the state of Texas. The state of Texas, don't get me started on the child support. I think that's going to be one of my next videos. But yeah, as much as I believe this young lady is sincere, the system, we can't do it. It's just too detrimental to our future well-being as men to take the risk. And it pains me to say that, but it's the truth. Let's continue.
Now, if you listen to a lot of, these podcasters who are doing these relationship advice style content, it would make you lean to believe that all, modern women in America are the same. It'll make you believe that none of them want to work with a man. None of them want to build with a man. All of them want you to make 6 figures, be 6 feet tall, and have a minimum of 6 inches in your pants. Okay. That's what they would make you believe. I know some of you say, oh, well, you saw the Kendra G show. That is not every single woman that walks around here in America, because if it was, trust me, it's not. It's not. But I'm going to keep reiterating this. Get outside of your house, off the computer, and get out with the real world's at. And you will see not everybody is thinking like what you see online. Okay. Most people in their mind, like say, even when they talk like that about 6 figures, most of these women themselves don't make 6 figures. Matter of fact, 99.9% of them that say they don't make 6 figures, right? If they knew the statistics of people that make 6 figures, which now they say $100,000 is middle class now. I mean, it's crazy to even say that. The statistics about men being 6 foot tall, that is not the norm, actually. It's not. So abnormal pay, abnormal height, right? Just off the back. And don't even talk about, sizes and people pants and all of that. What happened to say, okay, a good person, right? But not every woman is on that. Some women want to work. And let's go back to the history of Black America. The history of Black America is like this. Hey, man and woman get together. We build this thing up as a couple together. Grandma and grandpa worked in a lot of instances. Maybe not grandma worked like a full-time job. Maybe she worked a part-time job. Grandma cooked, cleaned. Grandma respected grandpa. Grandpa respected grandma. Grandpa, made sure that, everything's taken care of in the house. He was a real man, or a man's man. But they always did things together. If you look, that's been our history in the United States.
He ain't lying.
So when you fast forward to 2024, this stuff you got going on right now is actually abnormal to our history and culture as Black Americans. So what's about to happen now, normally, I don't talk about politics too much on this channel because it's not a political channel, but what's happening politically and how hard things are about to get, I'm telling you, being single is going to be only for the people that got money. And people who don't have money, which is the majority of Americans, you're going to have to go back to how it used to be, where you needed that man and you needed a woman working together to not only survive, but to thrive.
I agree with a lot of the things that Brother Phil has said, but here's the thing. Me and Phil come from the same generation. Hell, I'm actually 2 years older than Phil. He's 46. I'm 48. He'll be 47 in I want to say it's July. I'll be 48 in October. So we're both Gen Xers. We grew up with big mamas and great grandmamas that took it back to the 30s and 40s. My great grandmama, who I lived with, me and my mom lived with till I was 10. She was born in 1917. Me and Phil come from a different time, and we saw. Me and Phil still have a memory of when there was a Black community and when Black families worked. There's a couple generations that have never seen that.
Message.
I gotta say the U.S. government was successful with their program of feminism and welfare. They used both to destroy the black family. The women embraced feminism, even though it was never their fight, because there's never been a time in the history of the United States where black men have had power over our women. We've always been in it together. We've always had to work together because we've always had a common adversary that wanted us to disappear. So feminism wasn't their fight. They got co-opted into that fight by white chicks, and they went for it hook, line, and sinker. And welfare, welfare allowed these, mixed with feminism, allowed these women to feel like they could be free of their men.
He's got a point.
They still, what the problem with that is that they're still women. They still have wants and needs, but the system rewarded them for having more babies and having more babies and having more babies. So it's like that, you put those two factors together and it destroyed the family structure in the black community. It's just not there anymore. The feminism and welfare caused a lot of black women to push the black men right out of the family structure. And what's left now? What do you have? You have a community full of single moms raising soft, effeminate boys, emotional little boys. Why do you think there's so many shootouts and violence in communities where there's a preponderance of single moms? Because you got a bunch of emotional men you got emotional young boys trying to be men, but they have no example of how men are supposed to move. So their conflict resolution skills are feminine, meaning they yell, they get loud, they get boisterous, they argue, there's no stoicism. There's not a lot of logical thinking. These cats act off feelings and shoot up everything. And although I do agree with the brother Phil and what he said about men and women needing each other because of how the economy's turning, the thing about it is women have made being with them so hard that a lot of men have just worked two jobs. It takes two incomes to support a household. A lot of men have just worked two jobs and bring in the two incomes to support itself.
More money, more money, more money.
Because at least he knows he ain't got some chick at home cheating on him. He ain't got some chick at home plotting on when she can leave and take half his retirement, get alimony, get child support, get the house, get the car. The effort is not worth the reward. The juice is not worth the juice isn't worth the squeeze. And I hate it's like that, but this is where we're at. This is where we're at, people. And with that said, we're gonna bring part 1 to a close. Yeah, I wish I had solutions. I'm really just making this content to just to get some feedback, just to have the discussion, just to see if there's anybody else that feels the way I feel or has any ideas, any constructive ideas on where we move forward to either come together or peacefully go our separate ways. I mean, I really don't have any answers because I'm a passport, bro. I'm traveling. I got ideas you're going to see. I'm going to release the content. You're going to see what I'm about to do. With that said, give me a like, give me a share, give me a sub, and please come back for the next one, part 2. Doodles.